Hey there guys, and welcome back to Alex Invest. For those of you who don't know, I'm Alex. I'm a business owner with a degree in economics, and today the markets are closed because it is Sunday. But I've got a little bit of a different Sunday video for you guys today, and this is sort of what I think what we're going to stick with as a Sunday video. So I'm going to go through sort of what happened last week and some of the trades I made there, as well as what's going to happen next week and what we can expect in the markets, as well as some of the trades that I have there for next week. We're also going to go over a tip every week here now, and today's tip is going to be on TFSAs and why everyone should have a TFSA account if you live in Canada. All right, so let's start off by looking at last week. So first of all, only 3 of the 11 S&P 500 sectors were down last week. That is utilities, consumer staples, and the real estate sector. Those were the 3 that were down, and the rest were up. And obviously the best performing ETF out of those was the energy sector, of course, here. And, we know this by how our energy stocks were performing last week. In the hydrogen industry, we had fuel cell and Plug Power, and pretty much all the other hydrogen stocks just skyrocket up on news of Plug Power. But there's also something else there to note, and that is that Saudi Arabia cut their oil output sort of outlook last week as well for the winter months. So that just again means that we're going to need an increase in demand of energy here. And I've mentioned this a lot on this channel, but again, as oil prices go up, hydrogen and sort of other alternative energies look more attractive because their prices are now less expensive compared to oil. And again, that's a big reason of the drivers of these energy stocks going up here as well. You can think of it very similar to sort of the interest rates compared to housing value here, right? And there's that rule where a 1% change in interest rates equates to a 10% change in housing prices. If we look at NEO, obviously we had NEO Day yesterday too, right? And I do actually see NEO increasing in price in their stock on Monday morning too, and sort of throughout the rest of the week because of some of those announcements we did hear on NEO Day, like that 1,000-kilometer battery, like their new model, right? And sort of where they're going with their autonomous driving technology, right? And some of those things. So they're sort of moving closer into the range of where Tesla is now. Of course, they're still nowhere close, but they are a clear competitor of Tesla now. And this is a good thing sort of for consumers as a whole. They have more options, and it'll also decrease the price. And again, there more competition gives us as consumers sort of more choices, and then there's less of a monopoly for Tesla. And I do see NEO really being a competitor there compared to many, many other EV companies out there who aren't really close to either of these two. As for trades I made last week, so first of all, I did end up buying more Exro shares around that $4 mark, maybe just below. I also ended up selling a little bit of Switchback Energy shares and Nano Dimensions shares actually, and what I bought instead was Ocean Power Technologies. That's OPTT. And the thing about this one is I'm actually very bullish on this stock right now, and I have been increasing my position size there. I will be doing an OPTT video next week, likely on Tuesday, but what I see here is similar to what I saw when fuel cell was around that $2 to $3 mark, and we're up at $15 now. And so I could see similar growth from OPTT as well here, and that's why I have been increasing my position size there. I also picked up some more very good food company shares while everyone was selling. Obviously, we saw that huge dip last week again, and we're recovering now, but right sort of at that dip, maybe just before the lowest of the low points there, I did end up picking quite a few more shares up in this company because, it is one that I'm very bullish on as well, and I do see it sort of continuing its price trend upwards. And of course, OEG, this one was one that I picked up sort of on the 3rd or 2nd even of January here, and they have had a huge run since then, which is great to see. But again, you can go check out that OEG video right up here. This one, again, I do still see it actually continuing to grow, and I'm not currently picking up more shares because we have seen sort of a 70% jump in this company in just sort of a week and a bit here, basically a week, right? So yeah, just watch out for this one. If there is a dip next week, again, I think it wouldn't be a bad time to hop into this one. I also picked up some Good Natured Products stock here for the first time as well. This is a new company I've been looking into, and they're basically doing renewable plastics, making plastics with renewable material, and hopefully eventually being able to recycle that plastic material as well. You know, they're sort of doing plastic film material and stuff like that. So this is one that I'm very interested in. It sort of works in comparison with green technology wave that we have going on right now, you know, and that's why I see it set for growth. But it's also in sort of that plant-based products section as well. So we're kind of in two growth industries here with this stock moving forward, and that's why I think I will be picking up more shares in this one as well and increasing my stake in this stock, right? So do watch out for that one as well, and I might actually post a video on this one next week as well. And then I thought I'd run you guys through my biggest holdings right now, and those are BFT, Fuel Cell Energy, Plug Power, Tesla, Neo, and the very good food company Exro is almost in there, but not quite, you know. Top two holdings right now, and this is with profits included because I haven't sold any, right, is Tesla and Plug Power. And Fuel Cell is a close third there. So those are my three absolute biggest holdings there right now as well, and probably will continue to remain my biggest holdings because I'm not planning on selling any. All right, so now we'll get into the tip for this Sunday's video, and that is opening a TFSA. That's a tax-free savings account. And if you are a resident of Canada and you have a social insurance number, you must open a tax-free savings account. And essentially a tax-free savings account is an account which you can open with the bank and contribute a certain amount of money each year. So from 2009 to 2012, that was $5,000. And since then it's kind of gone up, and I believe 2020's contribution is $6,000. And your contributions start at the age that you were 18 years old, right? So once you open it, whatever, since you were 18 to now, the amount of contributions per year that accumulates up to is the amount that you can put into this account. So you can't put an unlimited sum into this account, but it is an account you can put a certain amount of money into, depending on the amount you can contribute, and then that amount, anything you make off of the amount that's in there is all tax free. And that's why it's so important for you guys to open this account, because you can use this money for trading, you know, and I have a TFSA for investing as well. And, you know, I still think that you should have a regular trading account too, but any amount of money that you can trade with a TFSA, there's really no downside in doing that because it's tax free. You can take out money whenever you want, and it doesn't hurt your contribution room. Any money that you do take out will be added back to your contribution the following year. If you don't have one open right now and you are a resident of Canada, then it's just an easy way to make money tax-free when you would have otherwise just put that money into a regular trading account and then pay taxes on that. So, you know, if you're trading with, let's say, $20,000 right now, and you have that in a regular trading account, I think it would be in your best interest to liquidate the regular trading account, put all of that money as a contribution into your TFSA, and then trade through that, because you will have the contribution room if you only have like 20,000 or 30,000 that you're trading with here, or even 5,000, right, for example. So do keep that in mind, and it's definitely worth looking into for you guys, and not even just worth looking into, but having for sure. Now, there are two things to note about a TFSA, and the first one is that you cannot have a negative balance, and if you do, whatever shares that you last bought will be liquidated by whoever your broker is or whoever your bank is, and whatever you're trading with your TFSA through, right? They will sell some of those shares to make up for the negative balance you have in your account. That's number one. And number two is that you cannot trade on margin with a TFSA account. You have to do that through a regular trading account, but you can trade options, mutual funds, and anything else through a TFSA. So that is possible, but no margin and no negative cash balance on your account. And again, really easy to open an account like this. Just talk to your bank. and they'll do it for you, and whoever your broker is will then set up a TFSA trading account for you to trade through. So very simple, very easy. Just talk to your bank about it. They'll know exactly what to do for you guys. It's also important to note that a TFSA is an investing account mostly, not a trading account. And there's a big difference there. You know, an investing account, you're holding stocks for a longer term, but a trading account, you're buying and selling stocks quickly here, right? And if the CRA catches on that you're using your tax-free savings account as a trading account instead of an investing account, and you're sort of making day trades and stuff, then you could be subject to paying tax on some of the trades you've made. You can buy and sell stuff all the time. That's not a problem. But really, if you're day trading on a tax-free savings account, the CRA might not be too happy with you about that. So do keep that in mind as well. All right, so what to expect in the markets next week. We have the start of earnings season here coming out with BlackRock and Delta Airlines on Thursday reporting earnings, and on Friday JP Morgan Chase reports earnings, and these are sort of the first in our Q4 earnings season here that we're coming across now. And actually one of my biggest holdings, FCEL Energy, not next week but in 10 days from now, will be having their earnings call as well. So if you are invested in them, I would watch out for this one as well. I do see good things happening for their earnings report and good news coming out on that. And of course, it will be something I will be doing a video on too once we get that news. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the video today. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment as always. And other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Sunday here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.